In today's video, I discuss 10 signs that you are a protein deficient vegan. Roll the titles.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before I jump into the video, just a quick reminder as always that I'm now offering the SIBO organic acid stool tests and consult via my website. So if you have any health or digestive problems, then consider taking these tests as they will provide a lot of very detailed information upon which you can start making informed decisions and then start getting your health back on track. And on that bombshell, to the video. Now, I'm absolutely on the same page as plant-based doctors when it comes to protein excess. The science is clear that too much protein in the diet can cause many issues in the body, from increasing IGF-1 levels, decreasing your telomere length, putting additional pressure on your kidneys, and generally increasing your risk for a number of our leading causes of death. Now, you will often hear many plant-based doctors say that you only need low amounts of protein in your diet. You can get all the protein that you need from any fruits and vegetables, or my favourite, when was the last time you saw a vegan with a protein deficiency? And this is where I have a massive differing opinion from many plant-based doctors. Now, I've made a number of videos on protein on plant-based diets, and there is clear evidence in the literature that different foods have different digestibility in terms of proteins. So something like an egg, for example, has a true digestibility of 97%, and something like oats have a true digestibility of 72%, meaning that eggs are quite clearly more digestible than something like oats. Now, clearly, I'm never going to say to someone eat an egg over something like oats, but you have to understand that if you're eating a lot of foods in your diet with a lower true digestibility score, then broadly you need to overconsume those foods in terms of calories to extract the protein that your body requires, or there is a distinct possibility that you will run into some level of problem. There is also the other side of the coin, in that if you have digestion issues of any description, such as SIBO, IBS or stomach acidity problems, then again it is much more difficult to extract the required protein from your food. And if you combine these types of gut issues with eating a diet full of foods with low digestibility scores, then at some points you will probably run into issues. So in today's video, despite what some plant-based doctors will tell you, I want to give you 10 symptoms or signs that you are running into protein problems. Now, I will caveat this and say that these type of problems typically arise when you have digestion issues or you are not eating a diverse range of foods, but everyone eating a plant-based diet should be mindful of these symptoms. So in no particular order, let's go through the 10 signs and symptoms. So number one is edema, and edema is characterized with swollen or puffy skin, particularly in the face and also the legs. So edema can be caused by low amounts of albumin, which is the most important protein in the liquid part of your blood or blood plasma. Now, albumin is made in the liver and is comprised of a number of different essential and non-essential amino acids. One of albumin's main functions is to maintain what's called oncotic pressure, which is essentially a force that draws fluid into the blood circulation. In this way, albumin prevents excessive amounts of fluid from accumulating in tissues around your body. So quite simply, if your protein levels drop because you are not getting enough protein in your diet or you are not digesting proteins correctly, then this can cause low oncotic pressure, which in turn can lead to swelling in your tissues. Now, clearly, edema can be caused by other things such as low potassium and magnesium, but keep in the back of your mind it can also be caused by protein problems. Number two is one that not many people associate with potential protein deficiencies, and that is weight loss. So think about muscle loss or wasting. Now, typically we think of this type of problem with elderly people, but even in a young person, if you have digestive issues and you are not digesting your foods or proteins correctly and your muscles are wasting, then it is often a clear sign that you have a protein problem. And this can then obviously lead to significant weight loss in some people. Number three, and this is to do with your hair, and this is where your hair is very brittle or thinning. Now, this is typically associated with zinc problems or thyroid issues, but it can also be caused by protein issues. So your hair is made from keratin, which is a protein comprised of a number of different amino acids. And if your body is lacking in a number of these essential amino acids in conjunction to certain trace minerals, then it will directly impact on your hair structure and also growth. Number four is ridges in the nails, and this is one that I included in a recent video that I made called 10 Signs That You Are a Nutritionally Deficient Vegan. Now in that video I state that there are a number of different nutrients that can cause changes to the structure of your nails. One of the most overlooked causes of things like ridges in your nails is low levels of certain proteins in your body. Your nails, like your hair, is made of keratin, which is comprised of many amino acids, of which the most abundant is cysteine. Number 5 is relating to skin, and that is if you have pale skin. Now again, there are many causes of this, such as low levels of iron and low levels of oxygen in your blood. But you need to remember that protein is necessary for the body to utilize iron, so you may have sufficient iron in the body, but you may just not have sufficient protein to utilize iron correctly. Number 6 is weakness throughout your body. Now, as with all of these different symptoms, there can be many causes for them. Weakness in the muscles can be caused by metabolism issues, mitochondrial problems, electrolyte imbalances, and various mineral deficiencies. If you are not digesting enough protein in your diet for whatever reason, then this can also cause weakness, cramping, and muscle soreness. So number 7 is that you are not healing correctly. So whether it's cuts, scrapes, sprains, or exercise-related joint problems, if your body is not receiving sufficient protein as a raw material, then your body won't produce sufficient amounts of things like collagen, so things like connective tissues, skin, or cuts won't heal correctly. Number 8 is that you are not sleeping well. So protein is used in the creation of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and melatonin, which are responsible for regulating your sleep and wake cycles. So deficiencies in certain proteins can impact on your neurotransmitter production, and the net negative effects of this is problems like sleep disruption and insomnia. Number 9 is constant headaches. Now the common causes of headaches is typically dehydration or a lack of sleep. But if you are not getting or digesting sufficient amounts of protein correctly, then it can contribute to anemia or low blood sugar levels, which will ultimately cause things like headaches. And number 10 is that you are fainting or you constantly feel faint. Now again, there can be many causes for this type of problem, such as blood sugar issues or dehydration. But if you are not getting sufficient protein or you are not digesting protein correctly, then it can cause symptoms such as fainting, dizziness, or difficulty breathing. So to summarize this video, you need to make sure that you are getting protein from a diverse range of sources. Familiarize yourself with protein digestibility, and I will leave a link below regarding this. And finally, if you have digestion issues, then this is even more important for you. So seek out a healthcare practitioner who can support you in addressing your health problems. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, remember to look after your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.